What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Welcome back to the Skyblock starter guide. Now, I have not recorded an episode in about 24 hours. And over the course of those 24 hours, I have done a lot of things. As you guys can see above me, there is a UFO because you guys have never seen this before. Now, keep in mind, this is something that I did yesterday, which took me over probably 4 hours at least. Also, down below, there's something brand new as well, which is pretty easy to tell. Unfortunately, wow, dude, that's actually so annoying. So I guess we can start off with what's down below first. Let me take some magic soup so I can show you. But what I did is I perfectly, or kind of tried to perfectly space out a bunch of light sources so that mobs can no longer spawn down in our little crops below. But as you guys can see, a ton of stuff got destroyed, or at least a ton of seeds got destroyed. But for the most part, I replanted every single seed, and for some reason some seeds still don't grow. Like literally I haven't farmed this in over 24 hours and some seeds just don't grow for some reason. Doesn't make sense to me, but I have to admit, that actually looks pretty sick. Can you guys agree with that? I think this light source looks pretty sick. And then this is the brand new gigantic UFO. Now, like I said, this took me a very, very, very long time to make. It also took me a ton of resources to make. And honestly, this was a lot of work. So I'm going to need you guys to smash that like button. I want to see how many likes we could possibly get on this one video. And if you guys are like, why the heck should I like this video? Well, please just like it for all the work I've put into this building right here. I mean, it took forever and it is really awesome. It is an auto sorter. If you guys don't exactly know how this works, basically you can spawn in right here. Like I set my spawn so every single time I visit my island, I'll just spawn in right here. You could also just use a teleport pad to do the exact same thing, and then you look up, you look into your chest, and then you place whatever item you want to put into your chest. Let's just say that we have string in our inventory. We want that to get put into a string chest. Then we'll just insert that and boom, it'll get taken and then it'll get put into the chest that has string located in it. Now, if you guys want to know exactly how to use this or set this up, I will leave a link in the description to the exact video, which kind of explains how this works. This needs to be set up still. I don't actually have it set up at all, and that's going to take me at least another hour or two. I also have to sort out every single item into an individual chest and kind of figure out exactly the best grouping for that. What I'm talking about is like all blocks going together, all mob drops going together, all everything going together, and then once I have all that set up, I still have to put them in the hopper so that they're all like, I still have a ton of work to do. But something that I did that I think is pretty cool and unique is I actually tried to record a little bit of a time lapse for you guys. Like I said, this took me forever, so please make sure you hit that like button because I need some of that love for all the work I put into this. Anyway, enjoy the real quick time lapse and I'll see you guys in a second. With a mod called Replay Mod. The mod doesn't exactly function the best, especially with longer recordings. Like I said, that took me about 4 hours. One of the recordings was about an hour long and it was really hard to get it to render and everything. It was just really buggy. I tried to do the best that I could with how sort of buggy the mod was, just because I wanted to make something a little bit different for you guys. Anyway, we also did a couple of other things off screen as well. We made an aspect of the end. Like I said, I had those blaze minions down for a little while. We even have some enchanted eyes of the ender left over from craft crafting that. On top of that, I put more quartz minions down and also redstone minions down, and I even upgraded the ender chest to level 2, which just kind of adds one more slot, but hey, a bigger slot equals more storage space, which I'm happy about. On top of that, we unlocked the large accessories bag, which sounds pretty big, but realistically, it's only an additional 6 slots, so nothing that crazy. And you would have thought after like 24 hours, we would have unlocked the day crystal, but no, we are still 2,000 away, so once I clear those minions out again, we definitely should have it finally unlocked. Anyway though, let's go ahead, we'll clear through all these minions and see if we get any extra upgrades or unlocks. Boom, with the first quartz minion, we unlock the day crystal recipe, which is pretty nice, just another like 200k out of the bank though, so we can get another little talisman, so that's decent. And I emptied all the redstone minions out. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there to a greater accessories bag, a little bit over half, but hey, you know, progress is progress, so I'll take it. Just cleared out the 3 obsidian minions we have, yeah, 3, and we are not making much progress at all towards the level 3 ender chest, so I think I'm going to pick the obsidian minions up just for now, and then later when I really want that ender chest level 3, we'll put like 10 obsidian minions down at once so that we could just unlock it overnight, because having only 3 down means that we're going to unlock this after a couple of days, and it's just kind of wasting our time. Same with the quartz minions, we got to pick those up as well since we really don't need them anymore. I don't know what I'm going to replace those and the obsidian minions with. Maybe I'll replace all those with the redstone minions so that we could get to like rank 11 redstone by tomorrow and get the giant accessories bag. Not 100% sure, but I guess we'll see what I do with that in a little bit. The last thing that I believe I did off screen is I actually auctioned off about 4 summoning eyes. I farmed a couple of summoning eyes a day ago because I was really looking for money, and I got 2 mil off of that, and that's literally the only good source of income when you're kind of in the mid to late game, sort of like I am. You can't really do slayers right now, at least tier 3 slayers, so it's not really worth doing slayers. And our goal is to make money because we need money to keep going and keep progressing and keep upgrading, so the best way to do that is summoning eyes. Now you guys might be wondering, what are your next plans for upgrading? What are you going to go for next? Well, in my opinion, we really need to get strong dragon armor, and strong dragon armor is really expensive. I don't exactly care for a strong dragon helmet just because we can get a tarantula helmet, and that would be really good with all the other pieces of strong dragon armor. So realistically, I'm only going for the boots, the legs, and the chest piece, which the boots we could get for, let's just round this up to 1 mil, and then the chest piece we can just round that down to 2 mil, and then the leggings we're gonna have to round that up to 2 mil as well. So realistically, the entire 3-piece set, we're calling it, is gonna cost us around 5 million coins if we're kind of lucky, I guess. So unfortunately, we need to make 3 more million coins, which is gonna take a little bit. Depends on how much I actually really want to farm zealots, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it gets boring and I really don't want to. So since we unlocked the day crystal, it is time to craft that bad boy. Now we cannot make the mistake of making the wrong one, so that is for sure the day crystal, and now we have both the day and the night crystal, which is very good. We just got to reforge this thing, and hopefully we don't have to spend too much money on that. Only spent about 3k, got strong. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of just settling for anything that's strong, godly, or itchy for right now. I don't exactly care for anything very specific, especially not crit damage, so I'm just kind of going with whatever I get first. So the goal of this episode is going to be unlocking every single minion apart from the flower and also the snow minion. To unlock the snow minion, you need to compete in the Jerry Festival or just purchase some gifts. And then from those gifts, you can actually get lucky and unlock a snow minion, and that's how they get unlocked. And then for the flower minion, you go into the dark auction house and you purchase it from the dark auction. I'm not willing to spend 2 million coins on a flower minion, so we'll get that later. Also, for the Revenant minion and also the Tarantula minion, these are unlocked from the Slayer quest. I believe you need to hit rank 5 in both of those Slayers and you will be given one of the minions. I don't really care to farm tier 3s to hit level 5 currently, so I'm not going to be unlocking these 2 minions either. But on the other hand, all the other minions I will be attempting to unlock and craft and kind of show you guys the best ways to go about that, or even how to do it, because I know stuff like the sand minion and even the ice minion are a little bit hard and confusing. Also, another little bit of a bonus tip, and sort of something we talked about in the beginning, some minions, if you're going for specific things or even just for tiers and leveling them up, I would highly recommend that you guys select one specific minion, sort of like the redstone minion, and place a bunch of those down. Don't just put a bunch of different minions down and expect to get a reward soon, because if you have a bunch of different minions down all at once farming for different things, it's going to take days or weeks to unlock what you're really looking for. So putting all the same types of minions down at once will allow you to get and reach your goal much quicker. So the first minion we're going to be unlocking, or at least trying to unlock, is the sand minion. You might be thinking, how the heck do you do this? Because there's nowhere you can actually get sand, and I believe the way that you do this is by creating a desert island. And you also might be thinking, well, that requires sand. How the heck are you going to get the sand to create the desert island? I know, it's kind of crazy and really weird, but you can actually purchase the sand to create this island from the vendors in the hub. So just kind of odd to unlock this, and the way that you actually can unlock the desert island is you need to reach cactus rank 5, which is 2.5 thousand cactus. So you're going to want to come to the mushroom desert. So we're just going to be trying to go around as fast as we possibly can, get 2.5k cactus, which I don't exactly know how long it'll take us, but I guess I'll see you guys as soon as I'm done collecting all that. So after like 15 to 20 minutes of farming, we got the desert island recipe unlocked. Now you're probably wondering, where the heck do you get sand at? Like I said, to get sand you just have to go to the farm merchant, and I don't exactly, ooh, we a little broke, but wait, how much sand do we actually need? Okay, we need like less than a stack. So we sell some cactus, we should be able to, okay, maybe we have to sell a little bit more cactus, and now we can buy a full stack. Don't forget to get some sugarcane while you're here, especially if you don't have any sugarcane at home, because you need a tiny bit of sugarcane for the island. And that's all you need, and you got yourself one desert island. Now, personally, I kind of dislike islands because they just are usually an eyesore, but we'll go ahead, place this down, and I'll just destroy it later, and you just throw it down, and it generates you a little mini desert. Now, go ahead, get your shovel, and you got sand. So clear this entire thing out, and we should have enough stuff to craft a sand minion as well as the sand minion recipe unlocked. So boom, there you go. And then you can harvest this entire thing. I know it'll replenish some stuff because of the crystal, but I think it might only replenish stuff like cactus and also maybe sugarcane. I don't think it'll actually replenish the sand at all. So if you, oh no, not good. That's not good at all. That is going to hurt my farm. Oh my gosh, the stuff that I do for you guys. Oh, poor farm. No, oh my gosh, RIP farm, bro. That is such a rip, dude. RIP. Now just take all that sand that you dug up and make yourself a sand minion. Now if you want to upgrade the sand minion, I honestly don't recommend using this by placing it down. Realistically, just kind of when you're rich or when you have a lot of money, save up your money, and then eventually, oh, these frames are bad, but like I said, eventually save up your money and then just purchase it from the vendor. This is the best way to level it up in my opinion. It's going to take a really long time if you use sand minions and you're just wasting your sand minion. On to the next minion, which is going to be the clay minion. The clay minion kind of sucks in my opinion. It's one of the hardest ones, or at least the slowest ones to get, but at least when we do the clay minion, we can also unlock the fishing minion as well, because to unlock the clay minion, you actually need to fish. Now, since I don't have a fishing rod, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase a fishing rod from the fish merchant. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this pond in the hub is the only place that you can actually get clay from fishing. I know that when I fish in other places, I never really get clay, but in this spot, I get clay pretty often, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably the best spot to fish to get clay. Now, what you're, oh, yeah, baby, we got a fairy slow, but what you're going to do is you're just going to cast your rod in here, and you're going to do this a ton of times, and eventually, you'll get a piece of clay. Just like that, we got a piece of clay, but for some reason, maybe we already fished a piece of clay up before? Oh, I guess we did. Clay is extremely rare from fishing, and it's going to take you a long time, and to craft the clay minion, you need to get this 50 times. So you're probably going to be fishing for at least 30 minutes to an hour, so I guess I'll see you guys in about an hour. So, an hour into this, I have, first of all, unlocked the fishing minion, and I 100% understand why people use auto fishers, because holy crap, this is the most boringest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And oh my gosh, if I get anything other than clay, dude, it's just so annoying at this point. We are 40 out of 50 clay, which, oh dude, I just want to quit. But for real, literally I've been fishing for an hour and this is extremely boring. So if you guys want to get a clay minion, just ask somebody for one clay minion to start you off and get you all the clay that you need, because this sucks. Oh my gosh, we finally got the clay minion. Now, to unlock the clay minion, you only need 50. I guess I had 1 extra clay already fished up, so that's why I only need 49, but you need a total of 80 clay. So you might be wondering, Monster, are we gonna have to fish for 30 more clay? And luckily for us, no more fishing is required. The only thing that you need to do, or that I would recommend, is grab your rookie hoe, which you can purchase at the merchant. It'll give you a 50% chance to drop more seeds from every single crop that you harvest, and get farming those crops, because you can actually turn seeds into clay. If you guys remember back in the first or maybe even the second episode, I was doing this, and it's 12 seeds per 1 clay, so you could do this for the rest of your clay, and it is so good, and I'm so happy that they implemented this. I'm not even gonna lie, I was fishing for over an hour, and it is so boring. Obviously, it goes a little bit quicker depending on what type of rod you have and the catching speed and everything like that, but bruh, that was terrible. If anybody knows a better way of getting clay minions other than trading stuff to other people for level 1 clay minions, let me know in the comment section. Maybe there is an actual better way to do it, but wow, that is the slowest minion to unlock in my opinion. So once you farm yourself up enough clay, go ahead and make yourself a wooden pickaxe, and there you go. You got your first clay minion. Now, if you guys didn't know, a lot of people already do know this, but the clay minions are quite literally the best minions to make yourself money. You put diamond spreading on these, and you also put a compactor inside of these. Get these bad boys up to rank 11, max them out, and you will be good to go. They are quite literally the best money making minion out there that do not require you to AFK. So stuff like the magma cube minions and everything like that are better because you need to AFK them, but if you're looking for stuff that you don't need AFK, clay minions are the way to go. Now, since we also didn't even make the fishing minion, I guess it is good that we got the clay and the fishing minion all done at once, but why the heck do you need a wooden sword for this minion? Like, they're both in the fishing category, but for some reason the clay requires a pickaxe, which in my opinion it should require a shovel. That would make a little bit more sense, and then the fish one requires a sword. Why not a fishing rod? I don't know. Does not make sense at all to me, but anyway, let's go ahead and craft that up. If you're like me and didn't actually fish up enough fish to craft the minion, well, you can actually buy the fish from the vendor and craft yourself up a little fish minion. Also, the fish are pretty cheap, so you could buy a stack for like 1200 and go ahead and make it up for yourself. So the next minion that we're going to try to go for is the ice minion. It's pretty easy, but you are going to need yourself a pair of shears, and I'd also recommend getting something with silk touch on it as well. Now, on top of the shears, you're going to want to get to spruce wood level 4 so that you can unlock the Taiga biome stick, and also requires is 64 spruce leaves. If you didn't know, you could actually just go to the spruce biome with some shears, and you can break all of the leaves and easily get 64 spruce leaves to make your biome stick. Now, to make the biome stick, you only need a stack of that, 2 sticks, and there you go. You got the Taiga biome stick. So you click right here, convert island biome, and now it'll be a cold Taiga biome. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that is another really hard word to pronounce. After a little while, some of the water sources on your island should actually turn to ice. And then once you mine with the silk touch tool, you will unlock the ice collection. Now, of course, to get an ice minion, you're going to need at least 50 ice. It requires 80 ice, but you could just buy the rest from the vendor once again. If for some reason some of your water sources aren't turning into ice, I believe this could occur if there's light sources, sort of like these blocks right here that are too close, but for some reason the ice is still forming even with these light blocks there. Like even up here in our little magma farm, for some reason the ice wasn't forming even with these lights removed. So I'm not exactly sure what needs to happen for the ice to form, but as you guys can see, this long line of water is causing ice to form. So if you guys want ice to form and it's not working for you, I guess just make a big line of water and without any lights, and you should be good. And just like that, you got yourself an ice minion unlocked. Now you can go ahead and make another biome stick. A lot of these are all in the tree collection, and then you can turn your biome back to whatever you guys want to. And then, like I said, if you don't have enough ice, you can come to the builder merchant right here, purchase a little bit of ice. It's extremely cheap, and then go ahead and make yourself an ice minion. And there we go. We got an ice minion. The next minion that we got to hunt down is the endstone minion. And well, this one's extremely simple. So to unlock the endstone minion, just come to the end, start mining some endstone, and there you go. If for some reason you don't want to mine up enough endstone, I guess, for the minion, you could also purchase endstone from right here. And I mean, I will admit it is a little expensive, but definitely not some of the most expensive stuff that you could buy. So a superior dragon has literally spawned in the same exact lobby that we're farming endstone in. So we're gonna try and get as many hits on it as we can and get some shards, because that is some easy cash from leeching this dragon. Keep in mind, I've done probably about 100 dragons to this day, and I've literally never had a superior dragon spawn. I hate my luck. Hey, there we go. 3 superior dragon fragments. It's not much at all, but that is a lot of money earned for literally just trying to get an Endstone minion. All right, so after all that excitement, we now got an Endstone minion. So the next minion we're going to go for is the Creeper minion, and that requires us to go to the deep caverns. Now, creepers randomly spawn at the top of the deep caverns. I believe they're called silent creepers or something like that, and for some reason they're pink. Maybe it's just my texture pack. I don't exactly know, but basically you just kill these things whenever they randomly spawn, and you can get yourself some gunpowder. See, there's one right there. And boom, we got 1 gunpowder. So this is definitely going to take a little while. So one thing that I didn't know about silent creepers is that they can quite literally be invisible. Now, for some reason, I just kind of spam my run-ins bow and I just kill them. Like, see, nobody saw any creepers there, but there's a spawn right here. As you see, that just flashed right there. That was one of them spawning in, and then it just turned invisible. So my run-ins can kind of track it because of the aiming enchantment, and it kills it. Like right there is literally a spawn point for them. And if I just, oh, what the heck was that? If I just keep spamming my bow right there, see, it's invisible, but when I shoot it, it kills them. So I never actually realized, but I guess the creepers only become visible when they come near you. So a little tip for getting gunpowder is just spam your bow all throughout this entire cave, and they have a bunch of different spawns. So you can actually see the creepers, but they're actually there. I never knew this. This is actually so cool. I never usually find out new information about the game that I never knew, but this is actually really cool and unique. And there we go. We got a creeper minion. At first, like I said, I thought this minion was going to be the worst. We're one of the worst minions to get because barely any spawn. But once I realized it's super easy to get gunpowder, as long as you have a bow with aiming on it, it became so much easier. Now, once again, if you don't have enough gunpowder to craft a minion, you can definitely go ahead and purchase some gunpowder from this vendor right here. It is a little expensive, but still, it's a lot easier, I guess, and maybe more fun and less time consuming than actually getting it. And then you got a creeper minion. So, the next minion that we're going to go for is the Cave Spider minion. This minion is extremely easy. You literally just need to get some spider eyes. I just never actually crafted it, so I guess I'll show you exactly where to go for this. As you can see, we're in the spider's den, and really, just get a bow with aiming. I mean, the run-ins would, of course, be the best, and I'd recommend going to the top of the spider's den, because that's where most of the spiders actually spawn at, and then just kill a bunch of spiders, and you'll be good to go. Now, if for some reason you unlock the recipe and don't want to get the rest of the spider eyes, you can come to the alchemist and actually purchase spider eyes from her. It is a little expensive though, I'm not gonna lie, so I would recommend easily farming spiders over spending 768 coins per stack. Oh my, I didn't even mean to do that, but hey, there you go if you don't feel like farming. Anyways, we now got a cave spider minion. The next minion that we're gonna go for is the Ghast Minion. Now, for the Ghast, these are actually probably one of the weirdest minions to get. First of all, of course, you have to go to the nether, and of course, you're pretty much going to need to have a bow. Ghasts actually only have 2 spawns, one right there and the other one right there, and they only spawn 2 at a time. Now, the other weird thing is that they only spawn during 8:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, this isn't real life time. As you guys can see at the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, that is the in-game time, and that is the only time that they actually spawn at. So once it hits 5 a.m., they will no longer spawn until the next Skyblock day. Now, if you are able to sit in the lobby by yourself and farm these all to yourself, you really only need to do this once or twice during the full entire time, and then you'll have enough ghast tears to actually craft the minion, but you might be able to get lucky enough to craft it your first time if, like I said, you have the lobby entirely to yourself. Now, to unlock the ghast minion, you only need 20 ghast tears, which is relatively cheap, cheaper than probably any other minion, but you still need 64 ghast tears to actually craft it. Let's say, for instance, you didn't want to farm the ghast tears, you could, once again, purchase these, and once again, you can purchase them from the alchemist. These are insanely expensive, and like I said, you should be able to get enough to craft an actual minion after the first time of completely farming this alone. But if for some reason you want to spend all the money to buy it and then craft it, then you can, but it is extremely expensive. And now we got a Ghast minion. The next minion we're going to unlock is the slime minion. Come over to the deep caverns and then head to the slime hill area. You could either do this with a bow or a sword, bow of course being the easiest, and then just kill all the slime that spawn. Now, I've already killed a bunch, so I easily unlocked the recipe, but to craft this, you could purchase it, I believe, from the adventurer vendor for, I don't exactly know how much it costs, but honestly, if I was you, just farm it out, dude. There's so many slime in the slime hill, it really doesn't take that much work to actually farm it out, and it's relatively quick and easy. RIP slime hat. And now we got a slime minion. Now, our last two minions that we need to get are the melon and the pumpkin. I was going to do these first, but I just felt like they're so simple and easy. Literally, just build yourself a farm and you can easily get these and level them up extremely high. And now we got a melon minion, and now we got a pumpkin minion, and now we've collected pretty much every single minion besides the ones that we almost can't possibly unlock at this moment. The rest of those minions are super easy to unlock, but you know, we kind of have to wait a little bit and progress a little bit further, and then we'll be able to get the rest. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it for this video. I think this has been the longest video so far, and it's actually crazy how long it is. I know you guys have been saying you wanted longer videos, but I did not do this on purpose, I'll have to admit. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and turn those post notifications on as well. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye!